Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Wow, and I'm going to introduce a new series to my YouTube channel called Cheesy Conquest Strategies. So every video of this series is going to showcase, well, one cheesy conquest strategy that can easily net you a quick victory. The layout of each video is going to be pretty standard, so there's going to be an introduction followed by an analysis, which is backed up by gameplay. Now that's out of the way, let's jump into the first video. For this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to play Bastet in the middle lane. The starting items you would get would be Bluestone Pendant, Hog 2, a healing potion, and a mana potion. Pretty standard start. You want to get Hog 2 over Hog 1 plus Boots because you're going to be using abilities on the enemy mid laner, which means you won't be able to clear the wave without it. Level 2 Hog allows you to jump onto enemies every second wave without taking archer damage, whereas level 1 Hog only allows you to do it every third wave. It also helps you invade more because there's a 30-second difference in cooldown. Moving on to laning mechanics. For the first wave, you want to jump onto the back archers, use your Hog on it, and then level your slow and start slowing plus auto attacking the enemy mid laner. As you can see, this will create a lot of pressure onto the enemy mid laner. They won't be able to box you because you'll have the mini advantage, and your auto attacks will hit harder since you're a physical assassin. The second wave, you want to play slightly passively because you won't have a Hog to work with, which means if you jump the enemy, then the archers will do a ton of damage to you. After clearing the minions, you want to go to town on the enemy and use all your abilities on them. This will force them to play defensive because they won't have a lot of health to work with. If you poke the enemy out, then they won't be able to contest mid harpies, which is huge because these things give a ton of gold and experience, especially in the early game. After the first 3 minutes, you want to be jumping on the enemy mid whenever you can, so applying pressure to them. And if they're low, you can easily unleash the kitties and get a kill or two. After the laning phase, the enemy mid laners should be pressured so hard to the point where they're basically out of the game. At this point, you want to play as a second jungler. This means you'll want to gank the dual lane, invade the jungle, and basically snowball off the lead that you've created. And this is the beauty of playing Bastet middle. Middle lane is, well, in the middle of both lanes. So it's not that, it doesn't take that long to rotate since it's in the middle. Also, the jungle is pretty close as well. Bastet does a ton of burst damage, which means ganking and diving is pretty easy. Cats can tank the tower while you focus on bursting the enemy down. Now let's talk about item builds. The way you build a mid laning Bastet is basically the same as a jungle Bastet. So after you get boots, you get Jotun's Wrath, Transcendence, Titan's Bane, etc. Now if you can't find any kills due to passive play, you and your team can just freeze waves, which denies enemy experience and gold. And if the enemy comes close, then you just kill it. You can also take enemy jungle camps, which further deny farm to your opponents. Snowballing is the name of the game if you're running this strategy. Once you get the snowball rolling, all you gotta do is keep at it. So gank enemies, invade the jungle, and secure objectives. The lead that you've created will allow you to basically burst down any enemy god instantly. Bastet middle can be summarized in 3 steps. Number 1, poke enemies out. Number 2, gank. Number 3, snowball. If all goes well, your massive lead will prompt 10-minute surrender. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Oh, and also please don't hate me for posting this video.